Yo, what is going on, you guys? It is your boy KingSanders Picks here with this first ever YouTube video. So I did just want to give you guys just a very quick video as to what this channel is going to be about, and kind of give you like just a complete rundown of how a daily video is going to work, what I'm going to be doing in each of the videos, how it's going to be looking, just the layout of everything, etc., etc. So I don't want to waste too much time into this. Like I said, it's going to be a quick video, but I'm going to go ahead and hop right into it. So, as you guys can probably guess by the title, you guys can see that, and by my channel name, I am going to be giving you what I personally agree, or what I personally think are the best NBA picks for the day, in regards to sports betting. Now, I did say NBA picks because I would say probably 99% of what my channel is going to be NBA picks. So I'm going to be doing NBA spreads. I'm going to be doing some player props if I think that there's any good ones. I am going to be giving you guys over and unders. And I'm also going to be showing you guys just in general how to be successful when it comes to sports betting. So I do want to stress this first before I get started any deeper onto the channel. A lot of my content is going to be similar, so like I'm going to be saying what I think is going to be the best bets, but whenever I do make educational videos, they're going to be very similar to Line Maker Sports. If you guys do know who Line Maker Sports is, they are another fantastic sports betting YouTube channel, and that was the first video I had ever watched. That I'd watched one of their videos about sports betting, and ever since then I studied it and studied it and studied it, and that is how I have became successful when it comes to sports betting. Was mostly off of them. So a lot of my content is going to be very similar to them, except I am going to be throwing in picks every single day that are going to be free, as opposed to, being paid. Maybe eventually I will throw in, paid picks, so like my best picks of the day, stuff like that. But for right now, a lot of my picks are going to be free. So I'm going to show you guys just how everything's going to work right off the rip. And I'm going to show you guys, just what a daily video is going to look like. So let's go ahead and get started into it. So I use the website Covers. Once again, with Covers.com. Covers is a fantastic odds shopper website, just to be able to show you guys what websites are going to give you the best line, the best odds, all of that good stuff when it comes to sports betting. So if you guys do any other sports, you can use this website for other sports as well. As you can see up at the top, they have NCAA basketball, they have NHL, MLB, March Madness. They do have a bunch of other sports as well, like a lot of the main sports. They don't have the soccer though, so you will probably have to find another website for that. But for, NBA, college basketball, hockey, and baseball, this is the perfect website for all of that if you are looking for the best place to bet. So we'll go ahead and get started right away. I will also throw out just a little disclaimer. There may be some days where I do throw out a college basketball pick, or I do throw out an MLB pick. I will probably never throw out a hockey pick, but the reason for that is because I just don't really know a whole lot about hockey. I've watched hockey a couple times, but I do not study it by any stretch of the imagination. I've just watched a couple games here and there, nothing serious. NBA is where I strive. NBA is where, I watch, I'd say probably about 70% of the games. There are some games I don't really flip on, but for the most part, I'm watching, 70% of games. College basketball is another one that I really enjoy watching. But like I said, you guys can kind of see from the background, I'm a huge NBA fanatic. And a Chicago fanatic. Well, I'm from Illinois, so Chicago is kind of where, everything kind of falls, unfortunately. But, so maybe college basketball, maybe I'll throw in some picks. At the time of this video, the only thing that's left is, March Madness, and it's the closing rounds of it. So I don't know, might throw in some picks there, but odds are it'll be mostly NBA picks. So if you guys are wanting NBA picks, this is the perfect YouTube channel for that. So if you guys do want more NBA picks, I'm going to be doing this daily. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. So this is what a very typical video is going to look like. I'm going to be on covers. And if you guys are wondering what sportsbook I use, for the most part, I use Barstool. I really like Barstool. I like the way the layout is. I like, you know, the just like I like the odds on them, and they are a newer sports book. So, and you know, they have a free $10 entry, like a deposit bonus. So I don't know. I really like sportsbook. Do I really like sportsbook? I really like Barstool. So if you guys are looking for a good sportsbook to bet on, you definitely can. And look at all these. I mean, you have Australian rules, baseball, basketball, boxing, cricket, cycling, darts, football, golf, hockey, motorsports, rugby league, rugby union, soccer, tennis, and UFC. And like, for example, basketball. Look at these. Look at all these like leagues you can bet on. I mean, it's absolutely crazy. There's just so much you can bet on here at Barstool. I really like it. It also shows you you know, some of the betting stats and the trends as well. So, and like some of the streaks, you know, there's just a lot of information here on Barstool. I really like it. I also use DraftKings. I use Bet365. I'm signed up for PointsBet. I'm signed up for William Hill. And the only one I haven't been able to yet is FanDuel, because they're working on some of my verification stuff. I don't know, but I will have access to that soon. So, we'll go ahead and hop into it. I know I've been rambling quite a bit, so I'm going to just hop straight into it. The first, so like I will just be going through these games, and if there is a game that I particularly like, I will go ahead and state what I think you guys should bet on, what, you know, what website you should bet on, or what sports book you should bet on, and you know, if you should take the points, if you should take the like if you should go, let's say for example, this is a game I really like tonight, Charlotte versus Indiana. I do think that Indiana is going to go ahead and cover that 4-point spread. I think that they'll win pretty much, you know, outright, and I think it'll be by a pretty decent margin. So I think that you guys should definitely go ahead and take Indiana. And you know, for this one, for example, all of the lines are pretty much at -4. But for example, on this top one up here, let's say I liked Golden State. You could definitely go ahead and take, here at DraftKings, they have a +2.5, and it's at -109 odds. So that's a really good bet. So I would go ahead and just say, I think you should take Indiana -4, and on this sports book. But for this one, for example, doesn't really give too much information when it comes to, or like any better odds anywhere else. I do think that Indiana will win this game, for the mere fact that they have been kind of struggling lately. Indiana has. They haven't been necessarily the best team. They need to start kicking it into gear if they want to make the playoffs. They definitely have the talented enough roster, and they started off hot. Indiana, if you guys can remember from the beginning of the year, they started off really, really good. Obviously, Miles Turner is a monster. Domantas Sabonis, he turned out to be an all-star, so clearly he's a very good player. They have Malcolm Brogdon. They have Karis LeVert. They have a very, very solid roster. In Charlotte, they play very well together. Don't get me wrong, they do. But I do think that eventually, without having LaMelo Ball, it is going to affect them. And especially in a matchup like this, where you have two dominant big men, they have, you know, Miles Turner and they have Sabonis. I don't think that Cody Zeller and whoever else they throw out there, unless they run Bismack Biyombo and Cody Zeller, but I think that that's a very ugly situation. I don't think that that is a good one. I think that if Charlotte's trying to win, they're not going to do that. So I do think that Indiana goes ahead and wins and covers this spread. You can bet it on pretty much any sports book. And for example, Barstool is the one that I will be using. Right now, they have it -4.5. But honestly, I would probably take it -4 in a different sports book, just because, I mean, it they could win by minus, or they could win by 5. But the thing is like, you just want to play it safe. You want to, especially when you're doing sports betting and you're trying to be successful, you want to play it safe. So, for example, I mean, like, you just want to take the best spread that you can find. So -4, I feel like, is the better spread to go by. So that is one example as to what I'm going to be doing. Another one is going to be like player props. If I think that a certain player prop is good, I'm going to make sure to explain that in full depth, why I think it's a good bet, and all of that jazz. So that's pretty much all, just because that for the most part is what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be going game by game, kind of explaining what I think is going to be the best bet, or the best bets for the day, and I'm going to explain, like, or show you guys what sportsbook you guys should bet with, for that specific game, and all that stuff, if you guys are wanting to be successful sports bettors. So, and I'm going to make some educational ones here soon, in the very near future. I'm going to be showing you guys, because at one point I was a sports bettor, or obviously I am still a sports bettor, but at one point I did start at the very bottom. I was very bottom of the barrel, didn't have a whole lot of money, and I've turned that into a very good amount of money. So I'm going to be showing you guys like a video as to how to expand your money when it comes to sports betting as well. And it is a long process. Trust me, it is a long process, but it's an absolutely phenomenal one. And especially when it does pay out at the end, you just feel great about it. You truly do. So that is going to do it for this video. I do hope that you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. So as of tomorrow, April 3rd, 2021, KingSanders Picks is going to be live. So I am going to go ahead and start tomorrow, giving you guys my best picks. I will just give you one pick as of right now. I do think that if you can find Indiana at -4, I do think that you guys should take it. I think that they will win and cover that game, against a Charlotte team that is missing their star player. Even though they do play well, they just really struggle with big man play. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, like I said. But this is KingSanders signing out. Peace.